Hey everybody, welcome to the channel. Glad to have you here. Today we're going to be looking at a Chaos versus Bretonia matchup. And it's on the Southern Chaos Wastes. It's an appropriate map. I don't know why Bretonia's up here, but maybe they're on like a crusade. And they're out to cleanse the world for the Lady of the Lake on this like amazing floating island, lava pooling world. I don't know why do you want to save this place. This place looks not very fun to live in. But we'll start with the army comp. So I'm split in three here. I don't know why I brought these trebuchets. I guess I assumed he would bring armored infantry, which really doesn't make any sense against Bretonia. But I have two of them, and they're spread out across the map, one on that side and one on this side. And they are not going to have a good time this battle. I have two spearmen on each flank, except for the middle one, and I have a bowman on each flank, on each segment. Also on each segment, I have a men-at-arms with pole arms, and supporting each flank, the two large groups each have a Knight of the Realm supporting them. And so you can see kind of here, I'm split up. Hopefully going to draw them to one side and then shoot the other side with the other stuff kind of thing and get this like death field here in the middle. And of course I have a flying blob here, two paladins and Leonliaker, and I have a damsel on the ground in the middle for Curse of the Midnight Wind and Comet of Cassandora. Again, Comet not going to be very useful here either. Let's go take a look at this guy's army. He's got a main body of 4 Forsaken, and so they're going to do really well against my unarmored, shitty infantry. Behind that, he has Sartorial the Everwatcher. Great unit, unbreakable, can pull through anything, can even escape cavalry. And he has 2 Dragon Ogre Shaggoths. This is the most recent Chaos trend. Whenever you go up against Chaos, expect to see 2 Dragon Ogre Shaggoths. Sometimes they put it with the Dragon Ogre leader, so you can have 3 Dragon Ogres to deal with. And expecting my flying blob, he brought 2 of these Marauder Horsemen, vetted up pretty high. And on his flank here, he has this Hell Cannon manned by Chaos Dwarves and 2 Hellhounds. So I think a good counter Bretonian army right here. And I don't know, like these trebuchets are not going to have a good time damaging Forsaken. I am out of range though, so I'm going to be moving up to get in range so I can skirmish with his Hell Cannon. It's coming in, I think, against my heroes. Luckily, it's going to miss. You can see I've spread out my archers so they can't be hit by the Hell Cannon as easily. I realize he's shooting at me and I kind of move off to the side. And my trebuchets are going to slowly pull into range. And I'm going to move my damsel up here, maybe try and Comet of Cassandora, this Hell Cannon, but he's going to move up his Marauder Horseman, and I'm going to think better of that plan. Here my first volley is coming in. So you can see just not doing much damage. I got 2 Forsaken there. That one got up. But you can see here he's mostly going for this flank. And so that's exactly what I want. Have this trebuchet kind of fire in while they're fighting one side or the other. Decent hit there against the Chaos Warhounds. Trebuchets continue to fire. I'm trying to keep my flying squad away from these Marauder Horsemen. Oh, so close. So lucky. My archers are going to open fire. I really need these Peasant Bowmen firing at the Forsaken. They're my main killing power for the Forsaken. Again. Oh, just devastating. Hell Cannon volley. If you guys have watched my previous battles, you know me and Hell Cannons are not friends. And these Warhounds are going to be the first impact of the battle. And they're going to have this Dragon Ogre Shaggoth supporting this fight. And he does have an anti-large bonus, so don't want him to stay in that fight. Don't want to stay in that fight against him for too long. Here I'm going to mob the Warhounds, and I'm going to be shooting across over here into the infantry. Devastating Hell Cannon shot right there. Doing a ton of damage to that unit. Here, he's going to charge my Spearmen with his Forsaken. Great choice, and it's going to quickly tear through these Spearmen. Actually decent volley of fire from that Trebuchet. And I'm going to be pulling this Knights of the Realm around for a rear charge. Over here, I'm casting all my spells over here. You can see Curse of the Midnight Wind, the Sword of Crone, is going to make his melee attack and melee defense and armor drop rapidly. And so I'm going to be able to start dealing with him very quickly. I'm going to send this Knight of the Realm out after the Hell Cannon while I kind of finish up the Warhounds on the side and my Trebuchet continues to fire. You can see this arc right here is decent. Probably more likely to hit them than me, but, you know, I don't really care. They're Spearmen. So yeah, I'm able to deal with that Shaggoth pretty effectively, but I can see the other one coming up soon, so that's something to be worried about. Final Transmutation probably was not meant to be cast on my men-at-arms with polearms. Meant to be cast on my heroes, but luckily he missed. Here the Forsaken are going to get into my troops and just start cutting them to pieces. Common of Cassandora came down to do damage to some of these Marauder Horsemasters. And I'm going to converge all of my troops remaining on this side to try and deal with the Dragon Ogre Shaggoth, while my Knights go after the Hell Cannon. And I bring my hero squad over here to try and deal as much damage to the Forsaken as possible. You can see I looped my Knights around and charged in the back, but the Spearmen routed, so there was no more anvil for the hammer. And so my Knights of the Realm here are not in a fight they're going to like. They can't pull out and charge again, because then the Forsaken will just run straight into my Trebuchet. We can slow-mo rock here. Right into Leon Leocoeur, dismounting one of those horses, which is good. And you can see over here, I'm just blobbing entirely on this guy, because I know I have the Hell Cannon dealt with on the far side. And you can see this Dragon Ogre Shaggoth not going down easily, even though I'm firing into it with 2 ranged troops, and I've mobbed it with spears. It's a very tough unit, and something to be watching out for. But you can see my Trebuchet still firing in. This one's still doing the same, so maybe paying for themselves. I pulled out my King and the Paladins here to try and rout this Forsaken blob, these 2 remaining Forsaken, just so I could get my Knights of the Realm free and charging about. But the Forsaken are close behind. They're going to end the Field Trebuchet crew, and I'm just going to be trying to pull out here. I need to run, I need to get my Knights of the Realm out, and I need to go to the other flank and abandon this flank. But my Paladin is unable to get off the ground because I issue the order too quickly, and he's going to get mobbed by Forsaken and Sartorial. He's not going to make it out now that these horsemen are in the mix. So definite loss there. You can see though my healthy unit of Knights of the Realm are going to return finally. Sneaky use of the Warhounds that come back. They're going to get into the back of my Peasant Bowmen. Definitely a loss here. They're what I need to deal with the Forsaken. And so now he's one on that flank, I've one on this flank, and so now we're going to converge here in the middle as this Dragon Ogre Shaggoth is broken and running for the hills. Unit still over here, it's being dealt with, and we're both kind of just going to group up, have one final charge. My Paladin really low, but Leon Leocoeur is regenerating, so it's good to have kind of breaks in the battle for him to heal. I still have my hero, my damsels, and 2 of my heroes, so I'm feeling pretty confident. Almost full strength, Knight of the Realm. Good stuff. Great use of these horsemen running down broken units. They're going to excel at that. And that's just a great way to make a unit like this become cost effective. So here I'm firing at the Forsaken. I'm casting Curse, or he's casting Glittering Robe. It's actually a good move there, putting armor onto them. I'm going to be casting Curse of the Midnight Wind, charging in my Knights of the Realm. I can't let him kill my core of infantry here, so I'm going to charge in with everything I have to try and wipe out these Forsaken. Sartorial here coming around the flank to try and get at my range units. You can see my Damsel. I pull out these 2 pole arms to go try and deal with him, as my heroes deal with this Forsaken, the remaining Forsaken. Knights of the Realm, definitely the Forsaken are not going to like getting charged by them. You can see their leadership is breaking without a hero nearby to reinforce. But you can see here, Sartorial charging straight through my men-at-arms with pole arms. They're unable to really stop him, and he's just going to devastate these bowmen, and of course they're going to get terrified and flee the field. Though Leon Leoncoeur is coming in, trying to chase him. But again, this is why Sartorial's so good, is he can kind of just do this forever. But Leon Leoncoeur is pretty fast, and so you are able to keep up with a hero like this, and with some cavalry, and can do damage enough to take him off the field eventually. So the last of the Bretonnians, banishing the Everwatcher back to his plane, or wherever chaos demons come from, cinched. So you can look at the kills here. Definitely not good amount of kills here on the Trebuchets. I really don't know what I was thinking bringing these guys. Definitely a mistake. You can see my Peasant Bowmen really didn't do very well either, but they were shooting at Dragon Ogre Shaggus most of the time. So I'm assuming this 25 one might be the one on the left flank, or the flank that got charged first, shooting into those Forsaken. One of the Knights of the Realm doing really well, getting an XP chevron. The other doing okay. You can see, yeah, just like no real great kills here. But he did have a very small army, 462 troops. 52 kills here on Leon Leoncoeur, and definitely making the most out of the regeneration there, keeping him at full health by not leaving him engaged too long, and having those distances between my 2 bodies of troops. And all those things will allow Leon Leoncoeur to keep regenerating and keep being helpful. You can see here, Forsaken did exactly what they were supposed to do. 113, 84, 60, tearing through my lightly armored troops. Surprisingly amazing kills on these Marauder Horsemen when they were shooting at my heroes most of the time. One of the Warhounds was not able to do anything, but this one got 73, which is good for a unit as cheap as that. Great kills on the Hell Cannon and one of the Shaggus, but this one, I'm assuming was the first one, just got shut down by my hero blob. Anyways, good game to my opponent, and thanks for watching. That's that.